Today, we embark on an exciting journey into history as we dive into the Battle of Tours, a pivotal moment in European history. Get ready to have a blast exploring this incredible story. The Battle of Tours, which took place in 732 AD near the city of Tours in modern-day France, is a pivotal event in European history. It was a clash of civilizations that had far-reaching consequences for the future of the continent. In the early 8th century, the Umayyad Caliphate, led by Abdul Rahman al-Ghafiqi, had rapidly expanded its territories across North Africa and into the Iberian Peninsula, defeating the Visigothic king Roderick at the Battle of Guadalete in 711 AD. This expansionist wave brought Muslim rule to much of the Iberian Peninsula. Emboldened by their victories in the Iberian Peninsula, the Umayyads set their sights on further conquests. In 732 AD, an Umayyad army crossed the Pyrenees Mountains and entered Francia, the region that is now France. Leading the Franks was Charles Martel, also known as Charles the Hammer, a powerful and skilled military leader. Charles recognized the gravity of the situation and understood the threat posed by the advancing Umayyad forces. The exact details of the Battle of Tours are not well documented, but it is believed to have occurred in October 732 AD. The Umayyads, with a formidable cavalry force, faced off against the Frankish army led by Charles Martel. Despite being heavily outnumbered, Charles Martel's forces displayed exceptional discipline. The Frankish infantry formed a solid shield wall, armed with spears and shields, while the Frankish cavalry, under Martel's command, launched counterattacks. The battle was intense and closely fought, but the Frankish forces ultimately emerged victorious. Abdul Rahman al-Ghafiqi, the Umayyad commander, was reportedly killed in the battle, which dealt a significant blow to the Umayyad forces. The surviving Umayyad troops retreated, marking the end of their westward expansion into Europe. The Battle of Tours is often heralded as a turning point in history. Charles Martel's victory halted the Umayyad advance into Western Europe, preserving the Christian kingdoms. While it didn't lead to an immediate expulsion of Muslims from the Iberian Peninsula, it substantially slowed their expansion. The significance of the Battle of Tours lies in the fact that it helped safeguard Christian Europe from further Muslim conquests, earning it the moniker, the battle that saved Europe. Moreover, it contributed to the eventual rise of the Carolingian Empire under Charlemagne, Charles Martel's grandson, and influenced the course of European history for centuries to come. By the early 8th century, the Umayyad Caliphate had become a powerful force in the Mediterranean world, spreading Islam and conquering vast territories. After conquering North Africa and the Iberian Peninsula, the Umayyads set their sights on expanding into Western Europe. In 732 AD, Abdul Rahman al-Ghafiqi, a prominent Umayyad general, led a formidable Muslim army into what is now France. The Umayyad forces were primarily composed of Berber and Arab cavalry, renowned for their swift and devastating attacks. Charles Martel, the Frankish ruler, was tasked with defending his kingdom against the Umayyad advance. He gathered his forces, which included infantry and heavy cavalry. Charles Martel, a brilliant military strategist, recognized the need to confront the Umayyads head-on. The exact location and details of the Battle of Tours are not well documented due to the scarcity of contemporary sources. However, it is believed to have taken place near Tours in central France, possibly in October 732 AD. The two armies clashed on the battlefield, with the Umayyad cavalry launching fierce charges against the Frankish lines. The Frankish infantry formed a shield wall, with soldiers wielding spears and shields to repel the fast-moving Muslim cavalry. Despite being outnumbered, the Frankish forces, under Charles Martel's command, held their ground. The battle raged on for hours, with neither side gaining a decisive advantage. Ultimately, the Frankish forces prevailed, and it is said that Abdul Rahman al-Ghafiqi was killed in the battle. The surviving Umayyad troops retreated, marking the end of their westward expansion into Europe. The Battle of Tours is significant for several reasons. The reasons are: halt to Umayyad expansion, preservation of Christian Europe, Carolingian dynasty. Charles Martel's victory halted the Umayyad advance into Western Europe. While it did not lead to the expulsion of Muslims from the Iberian Peninsula, it significantly slowed their expansion. The battle earned the nickname, the battle that saved Europe, because it helped protect Christian Europe from further Muslim conquests. Without this victory, the history of Europe might have taken a dramatically different course. The Carolingian dynasty, which Charles Martel belonged to, went on to rule the Frankish Empire. Charles's grandson, Charlemagne, became one of the most important rulers in European history and played a pivotal role in the Carolingian Renaissance. The Battle of Tours remains a subject of historical debate and fascination, as its details are not well documented. Nevertheless, it is a crucial event in the annals of Western history, symbolizing the defense of Christian Europe against external threats and shaping the continent's future. The Battle of Tours occurred during a period of great political and cultural change in Europe. The Western Roman Empire had collapsed in the 5th century, and Europe was divided into various kingdoms and territories. The battle took place in a fragmented Europe, and the outcome played a role in shaping the future balance of power. Charles Martel is often referred to as Charles the Hammer, but this nickname is a later invention and not contemporaneous with the battle. It reflects his reputation as a strong and decisive leader. One of the challenges in studying the Battle of Tours is the limited availability of contemporary records. The primary source, the Chronicle of Saint Denis, was written in the late 8th century, several decades after the battle. As a result, historians have had to rely on later accounts and piece together narratives. While the Battle of Tours is celebrated for its role in stopping the Umayyad advance into Western Europe, some historians have debated its true significance. It's important to note that the Umayyads did not have the resources for a sustained European campaign at the time, and their focus remained on the Iberian Peninsula and North Africa. Nonetheless, the battle remains a symbol of successful resistance against an external threat. The battle demonstrated the effectiveness of the Frankish infantry's shield wall formation, which withstood the Umayyad cavalry charges. This tactical success highlights the importance of disciplined infantry in medieval warfare. While the Umayyad advance into Western Europe was halted, they continued to exert control over the Iberian Peninsula for several centuries. This led to the development of Al-Andalus, a Muslim-ruled region in Spain with a rich cultural and scientific heritage. The encounter between the Franks and the Umayyads during this period had cultural and intellectual consequences. It contributed to the transmission of knowledge and ideas between different civilizations, including the preservation and translation of Greek and Roman texts in the Muslim world. The Battle of Tours is a complex and significant historical event that continues to be a subject of study and debate among historians. It serves as a reminder of the intricate interplay of cultures and political forces during the Middle Ages, and the impact of such events on the course of history. As I bring this enthralling narrative of the Battle of Tours to a close, I'd like to express my deepest appreciation for joining me on this historical expedition. If you've found this exploration as fascinating as I have, I encourage you to take an active role in my community by following my channel for more captivating historical content, expressing your support through the like button, ensuring you're notified of future uploads by activating the notification bell, sharing your valuable insights and questions in the comments section down below, and contributing to the expansion of my historical network by sharing this video with your peers. Your engagement plays an invaluable role in the vitality of my historical discourse. Ultimately, your enthusiasm and participation make this journey through history not only informative but also thoroughly enjoyable. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you had a truly enriching and fun experience.